pay attention to what I'm saying. Dokolo Nambasale Road is in a very deplorable situation. People have now changed their route. They're now going via Kabaramero district, which is very far. So, Honorable Minister, you are my neighbor. I don't know why you have abandoned your own people. Why don't you work on that road? You have not worked on that road for 3 years. What's the problem? 3 years, a major road. So, Mr. Minister, my brother, Honorable, please ensure that you work on that. Otherwise, you will not cross Dokolo Namasale Road. We shall declare you a persona non grata on that road. Thank you very much. I know you are going to do it. You are my brother, you're going to do it. Thank you very much.
They have done. Right, Honorable Speaker, I expected to hear from the chair's report and the committee concerning the standard gauge connectivity from Malaba to Majanji, Busia municipality. And they have been very silent on that matter. Moreover, is one of the key burning issues that will make President Museveni get more votes in the Busia municipality. At the same time, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a lot of anxiety of the people of Busia to hear from government concerning a road of 18 kilometers from Lumino to Buhehe, connecting Mulwanda for the new Kasamu border post, whereby in Kenya, they have already put up a very good tarmac roads from Funyula up to Mulwanda. And as I talk now, the Minister for East African Affairs is promising people that anytime the customs entry point is going to be opened. At the same time, Busia municipality, where I lead, is the gateway to Uganda. But we have very few roads that are tarmacked. I am happy that partly the Minister of State for Works, for Road and Works, Honorable Teru, is having one leg in Busia. And when he was there, he promised my people that we shall be given more kilometers of tarmacked roads. I've not heard anything about this. Moreover, with the big number of trailers that cross Busia municipality to Kenya, I don't know what answers we shall give to our people. I therefore seek, Mr. Speaker, his attention on this matter because I see the committee is silent about it. And lastly, government, be sympathetic to the people who use the Jinja-Kampala highway.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I wanted to speak when the Minister of Works is here. And he has just walked out.
He's listening, I've assigned him.
And I see Honorable Musasi is also working to interrupt you, yet my question also goes straight to him. Mr. Speaker, the Rwenzori region, everything we do in this country regarding roads is always planned for and budgeted for. Mr. Speaker, the road that comes from Kampala and connects to the greater Fort Portal city is the worst road in the country, is the worst road in East Africa, and it is the worst road in Africa and the world. And it is the only road that connects to the only tourism city we have in this country. This road has been talked about several times. I want to ask the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Works, what are they doing for this road? As we talk now, the contractor has abandoned the road. He's not on the site. That is the road that the Prime Minister uses, that the road the Minister of Finance uses, but of recent, they have shifted now to using the Hoima road, meaning that they have abandoned that to suffer. Mr. Speaker.
You can remind him the road again.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The road from Mitiana, to Chienjojo is the worst in the country, the worst in East Africa and the world. That is the road that the Minister of Finance uses and the Prime Minister and the Minister of State for Works, Honorable Fred Yamukam. Of recent, they've switched using the Hoima road now to go to Kakumbiro instead of the major road they used to use. Mr. Speaker, when elderly people moving to Kampala. We no longer use that road. When we have patients, ambulances use the Hoima road.
On a point noted. Point noted. Point noted.
Right Honorable Speaker, I have read through the report, and as the members of Parliament from West Nile, we have been always presenting here the challenges of the road between Nebi to Arua. Right Honorable Speaker, whenever we talk about this road here, what the ministry does is to pick some soil and drop in the pits, and within a week, it is done. During dry season, the sand is picked by the wind. During rain season, the soil is washed away by water. In addition to that, the challenges we have had with water cutting off Pakwach Bridge, I've not seen in the budget these challenges we have been facing as the people of West Nile. So I would want to know what the ministry will do, that we are going for the next financial year. There's no allocation to rehabilitate the Nebi Arua Road. I want to know what you're going to do to that. Right Honorable Speaker, we are happy that we pushed for allocation of 1 billion for roads in local governments. But this financial year running, the ministry came up with a new guideline, removing the 5%, which was allocated for administration and oversight. Right Honorable Speaker, this year the local governments have been challenged on how to oversee and how to maintain the roads that we have been doing. So I want to request the ministry to take note that 2 years down the road, the roads we are rehabilitating with the 1 billion are getting damaged, so that they can review the guideline for the use of 1 billion so that we can maintain. We can allocate some money for road gang to maintain the roads we have done within the 1 billion. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable colleagues in the recognition. Thank you. Thank you. Now,
Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the committee for its report and thank the Ministry of Works for the support they are giving us. Right Honorable, Bulambuli District is in a mountainous location. The terrain, very, very difficult, especially during the heavy rains. The volcanic soils are washed down. Right Honorable, our road of about 50 kilometers from Simukona going up to Bufumbo, bordering Kapchora District, winding up to Bulago, which borders with the Mount Elgon National Park, with a tee-off to Buluganya up to Buyaga Town Council, where it joins the main road, was put in the manifesto in the year 2016. In 2021, the road was removed from the manifesto. His Excellency, the President, pledged that being a difficult terrain, let's use low-cost sealing technology. We welcomed that. But as I talk up to now, Right Honorable, I don't see our road surfacing anywhere. We are still struggling. When it rains, actually, we fail to get to our places because all the volcanic soils, all the little maram that is put during maintenance is all washed away. I would like the ministry to give us urgent attention and including the associated bridges, because we have very many rivers, you know, from Mount Elgon flowing down to the valley. We need urgent attention. Thank you, Right Honorable.
thank you, Honorable Rita Kwasa. Honorable
Committee for the report, and I have two critical issues. The issue to do with bridges. I think being in the 21st century where we are and struggling with making money, a city presents a very good opportunity. Right Honorable, over the world, the best cities have water bodies through them, and Mbarara City is blessed to have riveries through it. But with it, there are about 4 bridges. But of those, the 3 are very critical. We could use them for easing human transport, but as well make money. When people go to Paris, to Sydney, they are clamoring to London. They are all over all those bridges for tourist attraction, but as well making money. I have looked in the priority bridges mentioned. Surprisingly, Mbarara City, with Kanyeite, with Tashso, with Katete bridges, they are not there. But also, when we do small work without exhausting,
Colleagues, can we have order in the House?
we do shoot ourselves in the feet. You find that little money is allocated to do works on particular issues, like a bridge, like a road position. And that is happening to Mbarara City with the rehabilitation of Katete Bridge that happened, which was not very conclusive and exhaustive. And it won't surprise you, Right Honorable Speaker, that we are again here to vote. So for me, I think that there has come a time when we must concentrate on particular areas to give us income and use that income to reach out to other areas. Right now, Right Honorable Speaker, I do chair the Roads Committee in Mbarara City. All the roads we have worked on had no culverts. So when it rains, or they are either enough or no culverts. When it rains, all the money that you have spent on a particular road comes back to zero. You used the Chihanjire Road as you visited one of our entrepreneurs, Mr. Kananura. I think you saw that road. Right now, the road is flooded. Why? They put gravel, but there are no culverts. So we are back to square one. So I think we need to be smart on how we use our resources. I have seen vouching for 52.9 billion to be added to particular districts. Now I'm wondering, what are others going to use? All of us here, you use roads to go to hospital, a pregnant mother does. A child uses a bridge to go.
Thank you. Clerk, 2 minutes, 50.
Speaker, thank you, and I would like to thank the committee for a good report. Honorable Speaker, and what I wanted to know from the committee report, I think one of the major things that we are way behind is road reserve. If we don't look at the road reserve, it's one of the major challenges, because we allow the citizen to come and construct very close to the road. By the time we want to construct the road, you have to compensate these people very highly. Honorable Minister, even in Amuria, I think this is one of the things you should consider, that we should put road reserve first. Next thing, we want to see that what plan do we have for the cycling, like border riders, or even sportsmen, or anybody who want to jog. I think we need really a special road place where the cycling would be. These are the kind of a few things which I see in our reports. We don't have it. Cycling is increasing in this country, which is one of the major business in this country. And we don't have a road reserve for these people. I think we're going to lose millions and millions of lives. So thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kotogong, followed by Honorable Kwalinga and Honorable Chamongi.
To pay attention to what I'm saying. Dokolo Nambasale Road is in a very deplorable situation. People have now changed their route. They're now going via Kabaramedo district, which is very far. So, Honorable Minister, you are my neighbor. I don't know why you have abandoned your own people. Why don't you work on that road? You have not worked on that road for 3 years. What's the problem? 3 years. A major road. So, Mr. Minister, my brother, Honorable, please ensure that you work on that. Otherwise, you will not cross Dokolo Namasale Road. We shall declare you a persona non grata on that road. Thank you very much. I know you are going to do it. You are my brother, you're going to do it. Thank you very much.
I don't know why they have decided to over-centralize the repair centers and the workshops. And I wanted really the committee to have fully captured and maybe recommended the issue of decentralizing the repair workshops. Because you find us from Kumi, we have to come all the way up to Jinja for repair. And there's a long queue of repair taking place. And I don't know again why they cannot increase purchase of this road equipment so that the districts are compliant. Whenever they need any works, it's easily accessible. Then secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, whereas I appreciate the government for a very good road, Tirinyi, Palisa, Mukongoro up to Kumi, the road is causing accidents every week almost. Every week, because there is no control of speed. There are no humps, and I'm told you are saying this is a highway. A highway passing through peasants' homes. Are peasants not residents of that road? These are also residents of that area. So you cannot say it's a highway. If it's a highway, put it to pass underground on the sky. But you cannot endanger the lives most of our voters who will be voting for His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and Opoloto the Guardian himself. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Chemonges, Honorable Nabukera Nifa, Honorable Nabukenya Brenda, Honorable Machoy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I join the members in thanking the committee for the report. Except that the report did not identify problems of our roads like in Sabey. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy that the Minister of Transport, Honorable Echiro, is here. And I'm lucky I took him to see the roads of Sabey, especially when, remember how we climbed up and turned and we saw the roads. Mr. Speaker, we'll be requesting all along that Sabey should be given a stone hammer because our roads are bad. You are either climbing or sloping and they are rocky. So we've been asking the minister all along that it would be fair for us to have a stone hammer so that you can break the stones along the road and use the same stones to lay. And then it would work. Because in Queen, we don't have maram. You can't get maram. To get maram, you must travel for about 200 kilometers. And finally, Mr. Speaker, there is a road that connects Tariet. And I remember telling the minister, and he saw it. From Tariet, we wanted a road that can go along the upper side of the Mount Elgon, then it slopes. This would help support the athletes to train, because they say they want to have at least where they can make a round. From Tariet, they go from the upper side, then they slope to Kaptum, then they come along the main road and then turn back to Tariet. That is the biggest request from the people of Sabey, and I'm lucky that the minister is seated near the chair. I think.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to thank you, Chair, for your report. Mine is about, we need humps, we need signs, because we get monthly two accidents in a month. And so cars come at a terrible speed from Kampala, and you know Mukono is a growing city. So it is congested. We have a university, we have hospitals, it is so crowded. And even at the road reserves, people are putting business. So we need to sensitize people that road reserves are meant not to, business people not to conduct their business there. So I request that we put humps and zebra crossings to help our pedestrians move smoothly on the road. Thank you.
Thank you.
House that they need 7 billion this financial year, I hope, to work on the standard gauge rail. Right Honorable Speaker, in 1896, that railway line was started in Mombasa and it was borne to Pakwachi. And right now, 100 and more years, it is not working. And you can imagine in the budget, they need 7 billion, but it's not even available for them. They are saying they are giving them to a tune of 4 billion. Right Honorable Speaker, we need to have enough money because the idea is we need to better transport using the railway line. So if it was born to be in Pakwachi and in Pakwachi in 1898, 100 years and more, you're still not in Pakwach, it's not functional, and the money is not there. When Uganda even goes beyond Pakwach, we need to provide money to better our railway network. Right, Honorable Speaker, this should be prioritized by the Ministry of Transport Works and whatever. It is very, very absurd that we are at this point, but I want to support the committee, and we approve, add them the money, and they have the 7 billions. Right, Honorable Speaker, the next issue is on the road equipment. Most of our districts are in lowlands. The terrain is low. But you find that on the road equipment, we never get an excavator. It's the grader, the truck, and that machine that presses the maram after it has been worked on. We need to...
Thank you. Honorable Macho, Honorable Wanika.
Right, update they have done. Right, Honorable Speaker, I expected to hear from the chair's report and the committee concerning the standard gauge railway connectivity from Malaba to Majanji, Busia municipality. And they have been very silent on that matter. Moreover, is one of the key burning issues that will make President Museveni get more votes in the Busia municipality. At the same time, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a lot of anxiety of the people of Busia to hear from government concerning a road of 18 kilometers from Lumino to Buhehe, connecting Mulwanda for the new Kasamu border post, whereby in Kenya, they have already put up a very good tarmac roads from Funyula up to Mulwanda. And as I talk now, the Minister for East African Affairs is promising people that anytime the customs entry point is going to be opened. At the same time, Busia municipality, where I lead, is the gateway to Uganda. But we have very few roads that are tarmacked. I am happy that partly the Minister of State for Works, for Road and Works, Honorable Peru, is having one leg in Busia. And when he was there, he promised my people that we shall be given more kilometers of tarmacked roads. I've not heard anything about this. Moreover, with the big number of trailers that cross Busia municipality to Kenya, I don't know what answers we shall give to our people. I therefore seek, Mr. Speaker, his attention on this matter because I see the committee is silent about it. And lastly, government, be sympathetic to the people who use the Jinja-Kampala highway.
Thank you. Honorable
The 10 new cities have operated the last 4 years without road equipment. And they have promised us severally on the floor of Parliament that they will provide for money to secure road equipment for the 10 new cities. I want to be certain that the ministry, the government has provided for that money. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, Busega Mpigi Express Highway is part of the East African Northern Transport Corridor. Funds were secured. Right Honorable Speaker, I saw you on that route. You went to do oversight there on our behalf. And when you were there, work began to move. But currently, there is almost no work being done. We want to know what is the reason for the delay for this very important infrastructure that is connecting Uganda to the business world in the West. What is happening, Mr. Minister? I so submit.
Thank you. Honorable Narima.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, and we also appreciate the chair, together with his members, upon this report. Mr. Chair, Mr. Speaker, those who sat before us in this parliament earlier on had solved the matter of road maintenance, and they really put up the road fund. We are asking finance, what has happened to ensure that the road fund is operationalized? You know that road fund management, it's still, not the road, no, I still stand by my question, Mr. Speaker. I don't wish intervention. What has happened to the road fund operationalization, such that at least we ensure that funds are provided to several other entities, and especially districts, local governments, municipalities,
Up to this day, we are having local governments not getting road fund, and we are seeing that several of them, even though they are supposed to receive, they don't get. So what is happening to the operationalization of the road fund? Mr. Speaker, also allow me to draw to the attention of this House an international embarrassment we are getting as Uganda. At Entebbe, we are having the Chigungu Road. That road goes to the Chigungu Catholic Church. Remember, it was where Father Mapel and Brother Lodre really landed in Uganda. But as you land in this country, some of you, when it's sunny, you see that time of really dust rising. And you just know that now you have reached Entebbe. Some of those signs are embarrassing to this country. Can we also have Ministry of Works consider that road and get it tarmacked so that we reduce on the embarrassment of this country? As I summarize, let's also have compensation for the many projects ongoing for the people who are affected by.
Honorable Kamuntu, followed by Honorable Kia.
Akwach, Madiokolo, Arua. That road, which was a low-volume road, has been completely destroyed by these heavy trucks. And so my question, and part of this road was a presidential directive to the Ministry of Works that they should work on it using high-grade maram. This has never happened. There's a lot of patch-up work. This road is now in a sorry state. My question to the Ministry of Works, what is the plan? His Excellency has said the government will look for tarmac for these roads. But in the meantime, he has said, why can we not put high-grade maram on these roads? What is the plan? This was pledged for 2023 budget, 2023-2024, nothing. 2024-2025, we waited, nothing. What is happening in 2025-2026 on this road? I thank you.
Thank you.
Allocated money when those national concern of the unity cost of the road in this country, and that one I was responsible for. We allocated the money, 10 billion to Ministry of Works, to come up with proper unity cost of a road in Uganda. And we thought that would solve a problem that no more such occurrences will happen. Up to now, Right Honourable Speaker, Honourable Minister, we've never received the unit cost of the road in this country still, and yet the money was allocated to Minister of Works and it went to Minister of Works. We want to be prudent for Honourable Chair that the committee interested in sort of finding out what happened to that money and how far is that report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Minister will first respond and then we'll see whether we need that kind of a committee.
In this country. Mr. Speaker, because of the terrain, because of the landslides, the road is actually gone. We now these days use one lane. The Committee of Physical Infrastructure was on the ground. Mr. Speaker, if government does not look for money to rehabilitate this road, we are going to use much more money than they used when it was being constructed. Mr. Speaker, if you go from the distance from Chitwamba to Karugutu, there are so many potholes. If one would like to rear fish, I think the place is now favorable for the fish ponds. So I implore government, now that Wundiwuju has only one route, we only have one route. If that road is gone, I think government will maybe deploy choppers to carry out transport. So it is my request that expeditiously that road is worked upon. I thank you, Mr. Chief.
Honorable Isodo.
On page 37, he reports that Alales Bridge is completed. I'm here to report and also inform the minister through you, Right Honorable, that the Alales Bridge is still not passable. It's wrong to report that it is complete. That is connecting Palisa to Ngora. Number 2, Tirinyi Palisa Mukongoro Kumi Road. On Saturday, the 12th of this month, I was traveling back to Kampala, and 3 people were knocked dead at the junction Mukongoro to Ngora. And so that road, I add voice to the area MP that we need speed limit checks or humps. The minister knows the language very well. Lastly, Mukongoro, Ngora, Kapir to Soroti Road needs upgrade because it's a central government road. I beg to submit.
Thank you, Honorable.
Seen Ugandans not so well brought up who just throw garbage anyhow. It is this garbage that is thrown on the streets that end up clogging the drainage. It's an act of good manners that first and foremost all able-bodied and well-brought-up Ugandans desist from that. Our drainage is clogged because of that. But also, Right Honorable Speaker, it is also important to note that this garbage originates from all our constituencies. We do not need to bring an peeled matoke to the city to bring, we need this. As the Minister of Agriculture actually should take interest in this. So we could invest in adding smaller value addition up country. We retain this so that we bring clean food to the city. Having said that, Right Honorable Speaker, Kavera should be banned. But having said that, Right Honorable Speaker, let me turn to my constituency. So we ban Kavera, we ban plastics, all that. And it is this house, it is at this moment when we are planning and putting the budget. My constituency, I come from Nyabushozi. And there is a road that has featured in 4 manifestos.
Thank you. Honorable Feta, Honorable Tahigwa.
I've never come 1 year later. I hope you'll give us a report of your plan of the Nebiarua Road. I almost died on that road yesterday morning as I was coming here. It has life-threatening potholes. So you give us a report of what your plan is. 2, Right Honorable Speaker, the committee reported that CAA has budgeted 10 billion shillings for maintenance of up-country aerodromes. The available money is 1.8. They need about 8.2 billion to do it. Last financial year, CAA budgeted 20 billion shillings to do Arua Aerodrome runway. The ministry stopped them. They took a company called the M7's east of Eden to do a feasibility study. 1 year and 3 months later, there is not even 1 page of a feasibility study. The money which was budgeted was later diverted to Jinja. So the ministry needs to tell us what is their plan. Are they doing it deliberately? Because that airport is the second busiest domestic airport after Entebbe. So what is your plan? Are you frustrating us? What do you want us to do? Do you want us to walk to Kampala so that you feel these guys are really strong? Honorable Minister, the country should really improve all the transport systems so that we grow. If you go to Tanzania here, the domestic routes are operating very well because all the airports in the regions are working very well.
Thank you. Honorable, you don't need to, he can see you're strong. When you look at him, you see he's a very strong man. Yeah. But Honorable Echeru, Honorable Feta raises a critical issue. I just wanted to know also about Mbarara. When are you reopening Mbarara aerodrome? Yes. But also, these aerodromes you are making, which are small, because you see, when I see Uganda Airlines even rushing abroad, if they could start with the domestic ones, the money they would make, it is even much more sustainable. Just local ones. But that will only be possible if you could enlarge the existing infrastructure. I heard you're trying to make one in Kanungu. For God's sake, you have a private individual who put in a lot of money to put on an airstrip. For example, why don't you tarmac that for now so that the tourists can be going to Kanungu? And you should support the private sector because you've supported many. I saw Mr. Msingu's Garuga's airstrip. If you could work out with him and you just tarmac it, and then people be running there, you make money, the tourists. So Honorable Rutahigwa.
For the report, good report, but my concern is on road equipment. Right, Honorable Speaker, some districts are very big, and the geography, the terrain is also very challenging. The road equipment that we have today, and I want to use the example of Rukunjiri, the equipment is very old. In fact, for Rukunjiri municipality, we now have to hire. We cannot use our own equipment. And hiring is very, very expensive. Right, Honorable Speaker, according to the report, I think, if I got it well, 66 billion was budgeted for, but I think the provision, they only provided 23 billion. I want to ask this through you, Right Honorable Speaker, that all that money should be available to buy equipment for our constituencies. And I also want to mention, because if you look at Rukunjiri itself, for example, one road equipment cannot be enough. By the time the equipment is in, let's say, Rubabo County, it does well, but by the time it goes to Rujumbura, the whole of Rujumbura will be too bad, to have gone very, very bad, and it becomes very expensive. So I want to request the ministry to consider, if the money is less, but let them consider Rukunjiri to have the road equipment purchased. Second,
thank you. Honorable Gabriel Okumu.
Through this budget, which has been read before Parliament this afternoon, but to my dismay, Goli Nodi is not featuring anywhere. Can the minister, for God's sake, bring to light to the country, can it actually tell the people of Uganda, and the Luru people where he worked for a very long time, and he got blessings now a minister of works, what is going to do for them before this coming elections? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Maka.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the committee for the report. But one of the things is it is a planning time. Honorable Minister, when you look at Bugisu sub-region and you see the terrain, yes, like for example, last year you provided 7 billion per unit per district. But when you talk about when all that is put, the following day it is all swept away by the rains. We have always put in our plan that why can't we provide low-cost seeding for those roads? We can go slowly, but we shall reach there. Because you put it there today, and the following day, it is all washed away, and we go back to zero. When we talk about planning, that's what should inform our planning as a ministry, so that we are able to use the little meager resources that we have for the good of our country. Secondly, I wonder, Honorable Minister, where you use when you are going to Soroto or to Teso. If you use the Ginger Highway, I think it is important that we get timelines about the Ginger Highway, Kampala Highway, so that we are able to know what we are talking about. The road that takes hours, it brings every good in this country, and you sit there overnight trying to access the city. It is embarrassing, Honorable Minister. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Nyashkongoro. Honorable.
They skipped it. That is Honorable Matia Kasaija. He said it was a presidential directive that this road should be worked on. We
don't mind it.
Interacted, I'm going to talk about all of them. We interacted with Honorable Musasizi, who said that you need to be patient. There is no money. This road was surveyed. They took land titles for people. They cannot do anything on their land, that they were going to be compensated. Recently, the Minister of Works, General Katumba Wamala, said that the contractor was identified. They are supposed to be on the site. They only need some little money from Ministry of Finance. Now, even in this financial year, I don't see it among the roads that were going to be worked on. What message should we take to the people? It was in NDP 2, NDP 3, in NDP 4, it disappeared. It is on feasibility study. They are looking for money to do feasibility. How do they do feasibility when they came and started even marking and taking land titles for people? What message do we take to the people? In all the financial years that have been, we have been telling people the road is going to be worked on, the road is going to be worked on.
Honorable Nzima.